Yorana, Cook Islands, Malolele, King of Tonga, and Talofa from the islands of Tuvalu and Samoa. Well, it's good to see everybody back here on the program. And again, this show is brought to you by, I'm sure you've all memorized it by now. It is brought to you by the National Pacific Islander Education Network. That's kind of a long name. Yep, there you go. But again, here's an outline on our show for today. And please check out these two links because this is where you can get the music for our ukulele class. Okay. Yeah, we lost somebody. Every time I do the announcements, I disappear. Maybe they were busy. And then we'll be referring to this later, but this is our Cal Hope live chat as well as our numbers to call if you need a little help there. All right. But let us go now to the part that we typically will lose people. And these are our announcements. But before I do that, I want to do something even more important than that. And that is to share with you some information about the Solomon Islands. So everybody, the Solomon Islands are not part of Polynesia. They are part of Melanesia. And this is the flag of the Solomon Islands. Yeah, very nice, huh? Yep, very, very nice flag. And then let me share with you, this is what it looks like over there. So, yep, I'm ready to move. How about you? But let me see, the Solomon Islands, I've got, here it is. Yeah, I'm sure you never lose anything. But as I said, they are part of Melanesia. And there are 6 major islands and 1,000 smaller islands. So let me pull up the map here. There. All right, so let me get out of the way here. But again, it's 6 major islands, and then there are 1,000 smaller islands. Amazing. So, yep, you can see the major ones there. But Australia is to the southwest, Vanuatu, New Caledonia to the southeast, Fiji and Tuvalu are to the east, and the Federated States of Micronesia are to the north. And over 700,000 inhabitants, 29,000 square kilometers, and the capital of the Solomon Islands is Honiara. And the largest island is the Guadalcanal. That is the largest island there. And again, it is an independent monarchy. It has a governor general. Over 93%, 95% of the people are Melanesian, 3% are Polynesian, and 1% are Micronesian, and then others are Europeans and Chinese. So it's interesting because they do speak English. They speak what they call the Solomon Pidgin. And there are 74 indigenous language. That's a lot of them. Wow. That is a lot of them, huh? Yep, it is amazing. But everybody, again, that is about the Solomon Islands. And let me pull up their beautiful picture here. So you can see that again. Yep. Very nice. I think we should all head out there, huh? Yeah, that's the Solomon Islands, everybody. All right. Well, at this point of the program, I'm going to share a few other announcements with you. So hang in there. Hang in there, everybody. So first, we go to the Enpine Facebook group. So let me see if we can share that or not. Yep, sure enough, it worked. Okay. So let me go back here a ways. Again, please join us on Mondays. We have our Aloha Music and Mindfulness. There's Wilma there. And that is at 11 a.m. Pacific time every Monday. So please join with us for 15 minutes. This is very important here. Again, we're dealing with the Typhoon Sinlaku which has devastated many of the Mariana Islands and Guam. So just take a look here. Here are some ways that you can support the people there in the Marianas. So yeah, if you're in Long Beach where I'm at, you can visit the Pacific Island Ethnic Art Museum. Here's your contact, and you can take them some donations. Also, if you go down here to this QR code, it is possible to also make a monetary donation. Okay. Yeah, we've got again all over Southern California, San Diego, Long Beach, LA, and then many areas up in the north there, and also Central California and Fresno. So, yep, everybody, please remember our friends in the Marianas. It's very, very difficult for our friends right now. All right, and then here we got the Pacific Island Ethnic Art Museum. They've got several programs coming up, so make sure you take a look. Yep, Hafade to Auntie Fran. Hope you're doing well. And here's some information on our golf tournament, which just occurred. Again, we had teams that played in San Diego, in LA at the Rolling Hills Country Club, and out in the Inland Empire at the Victoria Country Club in Riverside. So congratulations to our teams. And then we had some other teams that played here in Long Beach on April the 24th. Okay. But those for the Teeny Gray team, the Video Data Voice Communications team, the TALB team, Teachers Association of Long Beach, and then the Pacifica Financial team. Yeah, but I just heard from Ioane today. He's the sponsor of that team. So again, it was great to be with all the golfers there. It was an interesting time there in Recreation Park in Long Beach because very interesting. It took over 5 hours to play the game. I don't know what was happening, but so sadly, some of the people missed lunch, but hope that all of you are well, and we did miss you there. These are all our many sponsors of the tournament, so just check them out and please support them. Yep, a lot of them. So again, we thank all of them for their support. May is the Asian and Pacific Islander Heritage Month. So here's just some suggestions on what to do each month of the year. Not of the year, of each week of the month. Yeah. So again, week 1, Southeast Asia and Micronesia. Week 2, South Asia and Melanesia. Then week 3, East Asia and Polynesia. And then finally, week 4, celebrate all the nations. Okay. Love and kindness. That is what we are about for the Asian Pacific Islander Heritage Month. All right, we went over the sponsors already. So let's take a look now at the Enpine website. Okay, so here we go. Yeah, but I think we got everything there. Asian Pacific Heritage Month, golf tournament. Yeah, let's go over this, everybody. June 12th is the deadline to apply for our Enpine Awards. So again, we have Christina and Ray Diaz Awards, Student Scholar Awards. So just apply right there. You click on there, you'll get a link. And then we have the, I just noticed that we have to update the website. So yeah, we're missing the 2022, 2023, and 2024 award winners. That's bad. All right. So let me down. Thank you, everybody, for helping us. So 22, 23, and 24. Yeah, and 25. So, yep, I think we get behind sometimes. But you have here the Facili and Salanoa Memorial College Scholarship for the Performing Arts. Please take a look at that. I now have a scholarship named after my parents, the Victor and Desma Medical Profession Scholar Award. Yep, here's a nice picture of mom and dad, also known as mom, nanny and pop, we used to call them. Okay. All right. But I think the last thing I wanted to share, let me see here. We still need some candidates for the Enpine board. So again, if you click there, that will give you information how to become a board member. We need students, grades 11, 12, or college, and plus anybody else. Hopefully you're involved with the school community somehow. We want educators, but we'll take anybody that's interested and involved with the school community, everybody. So please remember us and join our board. So, yep, that's enough for that. All kinds of stuff to read here, and thanks to those that donated to C's Candy. Yeah, we made $150. Okay, that's enough on the announcements there, because I know some of you are falling asleep. But now it's time, everybody, for ukulele class, and aloha to Frusen forever. Always great to see you on the program. So, everybody, it's now time for our ukulele class. So please find your instrument if you can. I know some of you lost it. And here we go. We're going to learn the song called The Banana Boat. So as I mentioned, look up here in these links. That will give you access to the music. I know Frusen forever knows where everything is. But we're going to learn our couple chords here. So I'm going to move the beautiful Solomon Islands here for a bit so you can see me better. But we have two chords in this song, Banana Boat. Banana Boat is by Harry Belafonte. He is from Jamaica. Yeah, he is good, Harry. But we have two chords we're going to look at today. And the first is called the C chord. Okay. So if you can see there in your picture, your third finger is on string number 4, fret number 3. So look across. Each of the strings has a name. So string 1 is known as the G, then string 2 is C, then string 3 is E, and string 4 is A, G, C, E, A, also known as My Dog Has Fleas. Then as you can see, your third finger is on string 4, the A, and then fret number 3. So each of the ukulele has 4 sections: fret 1, fret 2, section number 2, fret 3, number 3, and fret 4, number 4. So let me show you here. So again, this is fret 1 on the instrument, fret 2, fret 3, and fret 4. And this is G, C, E, A, string 1, 2, 3, 4. And again, look at your left hand. This is finger 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so you're putting finger 3 on string 4. Okay. So that is the C chord, everybody. So let's try strumming it. Again, we strum with our right hand. You can use your thumb or your fingers, whatever works for you. So strum with the C chord, everybody. C. Good. You just strummed the C. And then our next chord is G7. So that's a little harder here. So take a deep breath before we do this one. So the G7, your first finger is on string 3, second on string 2, and third is on string 4. Again, that's frets 1 and 2. Okay, so fret 1 is first finger, fret 2 second and third finger. That's known as the G7. So let's try it. G7 is a little harder, I'll admit. So first finger is on string 3, third finger is string 4, second finger is on string 2. It forms what I call a triangle. Yeah, that's G7. So again, 1, 2, and 3, or 1, 3, and 2, whatever works better for you. Yeah, sometimes the people can't get the third finger in there, but you can do it. So basically, this song, The Banana Boat, goes as follows. We have C, 2, 3, 4, then G7, 2, C, 2. So you'll see in your music there's a 2 next to each chord. That's the number of strums. So we go C, 2, C4, G7, C. All right. So do your best on this song, and we'll bring it back again next week, so you'll have plenty of time to practice. So again, The Banana Boat. All right. Here we go. C, 3, 4, G7, C. One more time. C, 2, 3, 4, G7, C. Here we go. Hey-yo, hey-yo, daylight coming, we want to go home. Hey, is the day-o, daylight coming, we want to go home. Come, Mr. Tallyman, tally me tallyman, daylight coming, we want to go home. Come, Mr. Tallyman, tally me tallyman, daylight coming, we want to go home. 6 foot, 7 foot, 8 foot bunch, daylight coming, we want to go home. 6 foot, 7 foot, 8 foot bunch, daylight coming, we want to go home. Day is a day-o, daylight coming, we want to go home. Day is a day-o, daylight coming, we want to go home. Come, Mr. Tallyman, tally me banana, daylight coming, we want to go home. Come, Mr. Tallyman, tally me banana, daylight coming, we want to go home. Day-o, day-o, daylight coming, we want to go home. Day is a day-o, daylight coming, we want to go home. Day is a day-o, daylight coming, we want to go home. Daylight coming, we want to go home. All right, you did it, everybody. So again, I think that's a song that we can do very well on. Okay, so keep it up. All right. Well, this is another part of the program we have today, and this is called the Self-Care Talanoa. Talanoa means to talk story, chat. All right, we'll try not to talk story too long. But today's topic is on nourishment. So this is the time of the program we ask everybody to get nice and stretched out, and then do some nice deep breathing through the stomach as I read the following. Breathe in and out. Today's topic is on nourishment. So think about all the foods we eat, everybody. Do your best to eat nutritious foods that are high in vitamins and minerals. Because when we eat nutritious foods, it helps our health. Imagine that, everybody. And eating food that is healthy is good. So sometimes we like to eat a lot of sweets or maybe too many snacks. But try snacking, everybody, on fruits and vegetables. They're not bad. So someone says, food makes me feel good. A comfort food. Well, sometimes we can get carried away with the comfort food. Then someone asks, can I eat a cookie? Yep, just don't eat the whole dozen. Don't eat too many, just eat some. And remember, everybody, whatever you do your best to exercise. Yeah, some of you know I like running as an exercise. I don't recommend it for everybody. It's not good for your knee. Yeah, that's why I wear the knee brace because that helps me have better knees. But yeah, walking is very good. I like swimming too. Just get out there, everybody, and move. You can do it. All right. Now, our next song, everybody, comes to us from, yes, the Cook Islands, Rarotonga. And this is called Epico. Epico talks about the navel. So this is a song about the flowing, aching navel of the mother. She's going to have the baby. Yep, so that's what the song is about, Epico. Then there's a part in here that goes, ya ha ha, ya ha ha ha. I'm not sure what it means, but maybe the mother had the baby. I don't know. Okay. And then awe means hey. Okay. So here we go, everybody. Epico from, again, the Cook Islands, performed by Kapena. Kapena, a very famous group. Ya ha ha, ya ha ha ha. All right, everybody. Away. Good. Again from the Cook Islands. Well, we've got another song for you, but I got to share this thought with everybody. Okay, so hang in there. Well, our topic today has to do with, again, we have been talking about connection. And so this is connection part 3, everybody. Yeah, keep connecting. So we've been talking about ways to connect, ways to find support. And today we have several ideas for you. So the first one, everybody, is schedule a time to do something with family or friends. Oh, that's a good one, huh? Okay, good. And then second, perhaps you need to make an appointment with a medical or a mental health professional, or even find a support group. So, yep, sometimes we do need to get some more help. So that's another one. Third is to find a social group that shares your interests. Like I belong to the Compton Run Club. That's a nice group. Then fourth is help others who are having a hard time. Serving others. That's a good way to again, feel good. And then let me see. If you again are just feeling very, very sad, and let me pull up our screen here. So remember we talked about different levels of anxiety and stress. Remember we mentioned this before. We have the green, the yellow, the orange, and the red. So let's say you are in the red zone and you're truly feeling very hopeless, overwhelmed, perhaps even having thoughts of suicide, which would be very, very sad. Well, everybody, again, consult with the Lifeline. We've got the CalHope number, live chat, the 317 number, we've got the 415 number, but if you're feeling very, very hopeless, just call 988. That will be the line that can help you. All right, everybody. Well, we appreciate all of you, and again, we hope that you are all well. Now, let me see here. Before I play our next tune, I wanted to share with you again from our fabulous chart, the 50 ways to take a break. All right, so here we go. So here's our chart. So the first one is to take a bath. Yeah, that's a good one. Okay. Yeah, you'll feel better. Second is to listen to music. Yeah, thanks for joining us. Okay. And then the third, that's a good one, to take a nap. Yeah, sometimes I get real tired. I just take a nap. But my advice to you is set your alarm, because sometimes you can nap too long. All right. Yeah, we don't want you to get in trouble there. Well, good. Well, let me see now. Our next song, I was playing at the Weingart Senior Center in Lakewood yesterday. Yeah, good to see all my good friends out there. Sabrina and Sandy, everybody. Yeah, Miss Anna, she's great too. But and producer Lupe, she's the one that helps me out. And Jaime and Isaac. But this was a very popular song because I had mentioned Cinco de Mayo is coming up next week. So this was a song that was very popular yesterday. I had to play it twice. Here we go. Cielito lindo. De la Sierra Morena, cielito lindo, vienen bajando un par de ojitos negros, cielito lindo de contrabando. Ese lunar que tienes, cielito lindo junto a la boca, no se lo des a nadie, cielito lindo que a mí me toca. Ay, 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 canta, no llores, porque cantando se alegra, cielito lindo, los corazones. Ay, 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 canta, no llores, porque cantando se alegra, cielito lindo, los corazones. All right, everybody, good job. And Aloha to Losum feature at AGSHID. Yeah, okay, aloha to you. So, yeah, that again is a fun song and very, very popular with our Mexican friends. They love it. It's one of their favorite songs. Well, friends, I'm going to share one more thing for our school talk, and then we're going to wrap up with our final song. But yeah, thanks for hanging in there because I got on a little late. I don't know what my problem is. Okay. But anyway, here we go. So I'm going to share this screen here. Yeah, I want to take a look at our school attendance review team again. So here's again the NPINE website, npien.com. Then go to resources, then go under here, attendance. So this is referring again to our school attendance review team, or SART, S-A-R-T. The reason I mention this is because one of our NPINE board members, Cliff, he is a retired teacher, but he substitutes every now and then. But yeah, he said a big problem of students coming to school right now. Attendance is really down. And in many states across America, schools are funded according to their attendance at school. So that's why many of the school districts are not doing well financially. So, yep, again, this is our big team here. And these individuals are on board to kind of reach out and help the students. So we have Sharma from our School Attendance Review Board in Stanislaus County up in Northern California. I'm on there. And then Karel Lokeni is a counselor at Mount San Antonio College. We have Fuaone Paala Rufins, Deputy Probation Officer in LA County. Then we have Aingale Sala Afalava, who is a counselor. Verna Castro, who's a school administrator and a teacher. Bobby Barber, a child welfare attendance specialist in San Lorenzo School District. And Raymond Laovai, who is a behavioral health clinician in Arizona. Yep. And then these are our 3 honorary members, Dennis Pakenkoff, District Attorney's Office, and our 2 probation officers, Kevin Pitchy and Joe Faulkner, who both retired. Yeah. But again, more than 8 million students are missing schools across the nation. 10% or more of the school days. Yeah, there's Miss Sharma right there. But we need your help, everybody. And we will talk about this topic much more since our board member Cliff brought it up. Yeah, very, very important. All right, everybody. Well, it's time again for our final item here. And our final Aloha song. But again, we would like to thank our friends on the Solomon Islands. It was great to talk about you. There's your flag, the map, and the beautiful islands. Okay. Next week, we will be back at 12 p.m. Pacific time on Thursday. And please remember that on Tuesday night, we'll be streaming on Twitch at 6 p.m. Pacific time on Tuesday. Tuesday is Cinco de Mayo. Yeah. So remember that. Okay. So again, we look forward to seeing everybody. And let's do our final Aloha song, which is goodbye, everybody. Okay. So in the Solomon Islands, goodbye, they say Lukimiu. That's how you say goodbye. Okay. Here we go, everybody. Aloha from Hawaii. Adios from the Mariana Islands. Aloha from the Kingdom of Tonga. Hairera from the Cook Islands. Hairera from New Zealand. Aotearoa. Yakwe from the Marshall Islands. Te'ikum from Palau. Mothe from Fiji. Nana from Tahiti. Lukimiu from the Solomon Islands. And Tofa from Tuvalu and Samoa. Well, good to see everybody. Again, thanks for everybody for joining us. Thank you so much, Frusen Forever. And do us a favor, take some aloha to the world. Take care, everybody. Aloha.